Oh, hey folks, this is Paul with you. How you doing? I'm in a rainy South Florida day, hence it's the coolest day in probably 9 months. Maybe 10 or 11 months. Maybe 10 months. It is really cool here today with cloud cover, and it's comfortable for the first time. It's really wonderful. It has been right up until yesterday. It was god-awful hot and humidity. I was sitting there in front of a store, and God almighty, I was sitting there for about an hour, and it was just merciless, the heat. So it's a welcome thing for me personally. I walked about 10 miles today, and the rain is now cutting my walking off. So it seldom rains all day and into the night here in Florida. It's very rare when it does that down here in Miami. So if it will let up, I'll go out and I'll do more walking. I'd like to go up and check up on the owls to see if there's any more than 2 owls. But I have a feeling more than likely what happened is the little owl with the big bright eyes might be the owl from further up. And maybe his roommate there, his burrow mate, got killed or attacked, and he went with that other adult. That's my guess, because I don't see any more than 2 of them there now. And sometimes when I'd go there, the other ones were shy about coming up, but they would come up to where you could see the little top of their heads, and you knew that there was someone else down there. But I got a bad feeling about it. It could be that cat. There was a cat there too. And I don't know. I don't know how you protect them against the cat, because, you know, the cats will go right through that fence and get to those things. It's just a shame. I like those little things. Anyways, I can run this down for you here on the markets, because I already did a check. The only thing I don't know is oil, which we will check now. We've got the NASDAQ that's down almost 1%. We've got the Dow that's down 100 points exactly. And gold and silver down a little bit. And not too much, but a little. And Bitcoin is at 19,200. Okay. And now what we will do is we will go and take a look at oil, and off we go. So let's take a look at oil prices and see if they if they're rising or falling. And I will tell you that now in about 2 seconds. Okay. All right. They're up 3%. So, but it's still only at $85.85. Brentwood crude is $92. Breaking news, more drones spotted over Norwegian oil infrastructure. That would concern me a great deal. Because, folks, I'm telling you right now, it's a good thing that I'm not Putin. Because I told you, just like I've been telling you in these videos that I do, countries that want to kill our men and destroy our infrastructure and kill our people, tanks, everything else, we wouldn't sit still for that. If you want to get into the war, then you come on in and stop supplying weapons, and we'll introduce you to what they call real warfare. You know what real warfare is? It's when you go back to 1936 or 1939, and all of a sudden you get taken over by another country, and you're told where to do and how to do everything. You understand? That's what you people need up there in the EU. You're a bunch of jerk-off retards. I don't even consider you human beings. You're like ants for all I care up there. And that's exactly what you need. You ought to be bright enough to know what's going on, and you are not. It's my opinion. It's only my opinion. But you folks may get a taste of what's going on. Because if Russia makes an attack, it may not be isolated to Ukraine. I'm just telling you, folks. Because they like killing Russian soldiers. That's why they ship the weapons to Ukraine. Right? So maybe Russia will like killing Norwegian oil fields and stuff like that. I would be very concerned about that. This is in red letters right here. This is in red. Okay? Okay, so let's get off this now and let's go right into the news. I do not know what awaits us at the news. Let's just go ahead and get to it. All right. What I heard is that our illustrious president opened up the strategic oil supply so that he can do everything he can to keep Americans from feeling the price of gasoline going well over what they can afford with the inflation and everything else right now and the higher interest rates and stuff, just until the midterms are over so that they can keep their corrupt pieces of garbage in charge over there called the Democrats. And the Republicans, most of them aren't worth a fucking possum's ass. They're fucking leftists too. So I don't have any love for any of them. I don't even think it's going to make a difference. In fact, if the leftists continue and they bring us policies that get us into immediate trouble, then you will have a turnaround in the next election. Maybe that's what we need. Thanks to you stupid, brain-dead, stupid-ass Republicans that are nothing more than leftists. Far leftists, some of you. All right, Putin declares martial law in annexed regions. If Putin puts together 35,000 troops there, between them, 300,000, folks, that's close to maybe getting on toward 500,000 men. I told you I thought it was going to require 1 million men. It may still. It may require 1.5 million men. Because my feeling is, unless you knock out the oil supply and the infrastructure of the European countries, you're going to have a real hard time in Russia. That's what the Russians have to do. In my opinion, that's what they got to do. Because as long as they play this nice guy role, they're going to have their soldiers moving forward and getting blown up in their tanks. And if it were me, I wouldn't want to go in a tank for Russia. I wouldn't want to go because I'm familiar with warfare. I'm not an expert, but I'm familiar with it. If you have people hiding and waiting in the brush and they have tricks to fool your computers where you can't see where they are, you get blown out of your tank or inside your tank and they scrape you out. My dad was a tanker in World War II. I know something about it. Anyways, we won't go into it. Where have all the men in Moscow gone? Well, they come here. Okay, they come here to this channel. I've got Russians that listen to this channel. I do. I've got, I don't know, a lot of people. All right, it says Norway says foreign intelligence behind drone flights. Well, evidently this is what they're talking about on that other thing. Norway's Prime Minister Jonas. Oh, we're not going to do this if it requires me to subscribe. So anyways, over there in Norway, there are drones that are checking out their oil supply. And folks, it wouldn't surprise me if it's the United States that's up to that monkey business. It just wouldn't surprise me. Okay? Let's see. Recession fears hit risky mortgage debt amid default concerns. Yes, because it looks like they're going to raise the Fed is going to raise prime interest rates another 0.75%. That's what it looks like. It'll happen soon, very soon, is what I hear. So yeah, there are recession fears, and risky mortgages are the first to show up as the problem because people wind up getting instantaneously rich or something like that, or they get some newfound money and they decide to buy a home. Let me tell you something, folks. If I was to buy a home right now for $200,000, I would want a minimum, a minimum, and this is if I had a JOB. I'd want at least, I don't know what the official thing is, but I'd want at least 1.5 in cash. 1.5 times the value of the house in order to be able to feel confident in making that payment. Because houses are money. They're Big money, folks. It's just they go to you. Everybody goes to you when you have a house. Sorry to tell you that. In fact, I don't know how people do it. You get everybody from different services to the Girl Scouts to you name it. And they all come up to you for money. All right, let's keep going. Conspiracy theorists hound election officials out of office. Okay. Record drop in home sales. Bezos' latest to warn on economy. Better listen. 3 weeks out from midterms, them play the blame game. It's saying that Bernie Sanders may come out here and try to do something for the next 2 weeks. So we'll see what happens with that. Slate of races tilt toward GOP. That's the Republicans, folks. For those of you that don't know. Black governor in waiting facing Obama level expectations. Update, inflation triggers strikes across France. Folks, the people in EU right now, I don't like to call them people because I don't consider them to be human beings. They are this close right now, this close, from being in conditions which are going to be similar to World War II. And they could get worse. That's my feeling. They are fucking with something right now and poking at a bear. And they just think it's wonderful because they've got all the European countries all together in a union. My goodness. Stop them. They're saying bread is going big time up in EU. As the scam hit, that thing for, the scam? DC officials traded stocks with exquisite timing. Well, that's because you're all a bunch of stupid assholes. That's why. That's what we told you for the last 2.5 years, that we were going to have companies that were going to have guaranteed record profits because they were going to produce this and you were going to be forced to take it. And if you weren't forced to take it, then you were coerced. Because if you wanted to go into a grocery store in some situations, if you wanted to hold a job in many situations, you were going to have to do it, providing a guaranteed income to this company who made this. You folks are as stupid. You folks are so stupid, you make me look like God Almighty. So when you come over here and you see me claiming that I'm God, don't be upset. And don't believe that I'm a God. You just believe that you're that fucking stupid. Can't see one thing from another. This is obvious, but not to you fucking idiots. It's not obvious. Fucking stupid idiots. Well, at least we held them responsible. We didn't hold them responsible, you fucking idiot. Well, they weren't anything. They weren't held responsible. And we don't know anything. So shut your fucking hole. You don't know a thing. You're a mindless idiot. My subscribers excluded. Shut your mouth and listen. And you'll get a lot smarter. Fucking idiots. Well, we're going to a big emergency. Yeah, your emergency, all right. We need all of you out of here and go to the fucking EU, and that's 99% of you fucking idiot Americans. Sorry to say. The fucking Republicans included, you fucking jerk-offs. Fucking idiots. Stacey Abrams, isn't that the girl from Georgia, or is she the woman from, I think it's Georgia, isn't it? She was running for governor or something. I think she almost won. I know it's a black woman. I know what she looks like. She's a hardcore leftist. Stacey Abrams floats abortion as an inflation fix. Having children is why you're worried about rising prices. Okay, well, An abortion will fix all of that. Stacey Abrams, Democratic nominee for governor in Georgia, floated abortion as a solution to voters' concerns about inflation. Fantastic. So everybody just, if you're concerned about inflation, just go out and have an abortion, okay? Oh, man. Let's keep going. Let's just keep going. So, this is enlightening. Scientists discover simple method to erase memories. Well, that sounds Jim Dandy. Don't tell that to the alphabet gangs here in the United States. Weed coming to Circle K. Circle K, I believe they're talking about the... Circle K is like I know because when I work on the weekends, there's a Circle K. And it's like a 7-Eleven. They were actually, I thought they were almost out of business, but I guess they've made a comeback. But you can soon get weed. Soon to come to Circle K. All right? Lana Del Rey devices containing new book, Music Stolen. I don't know what that means. It's saying Tom Brady might quit the NFL during season. Folks, what's being done to him is disgusting. I don't have a man love for Tom Brady, but it's kind of hard to not think he is at top of the spear when it comes to Super Bowl rings and coming back from 33 points at halftime and so forth like that in the big game. Not playing the Houston Gamblers or whatever the hell the team is, or the Nevada Raiders or the Buffalo Bills, but we're talking about in a championship game coming back from 33 points is astonishing. You're not talking about coming back from the Houston Oilers or Cleveland Browns being ahead. I mean, that woman, his wife there, he should have left her long ago, in my opinion. Never got involved with that one. You'll never be able to make that one happy, ever. I won't even get into it. So they're saying he might quit. It's possible. He might go trying to quit to make up with her. It's probably going to happen. Maybe he'll try to save the marriage. But it hurts to see that because you don't want to see Tom Brady emasculated. You know, he's our hero, right? People who watch football, men. But I have a feeling he'll retire mid-season or right before the playoffs and go back with that woman who thinks he's a clod and embarrassed to have her child throwing a football around. It's just beneath all of her expectations. It's part of that European Union thing. I know of what I speak of, folks. Oh, let's see. England's banks brace for potential government raid on profits. That's like socialism, folks. Isn't their Labour Party pretty closely tied into that? I don't know because I don't know much about their running of the government over there, but I believe the Labour Party is pretty close to socialism, if I'm not mistaken. All right, sorry, folks. It sent me back to the beginning, so I'm almost there. Okay, inflation accelerates to 40-year high. Go buy a dozen eggs. You want to pay $6.50 for a dozen of extra large eggs? Well, at least it's less than $1 an egg, huh? Yuck, yuck, yuck. Oh, by the way, I went to 7-Eleven today. I got a bean burrito. It was $3.98. $3.89 plus tax. So it's over $4 for a fucking burrito. If I hadn't warmed it up, I would have put it right fucking back. I ain't doing it again. I'm not doing it. And it was nothing. There wasn't even any meat in there. So if you think that this inflation is 10%, I got some land about 38 miles west of here. And it's available. Cheap. Gotta pay first, though. Okay? First concrete pick, quote unquote, of Neanderthal family revealed by DNA. Let's have a look at that. It just looks like, okay, well, all right, so let's have a look here. Oh, another one that wants to get you to subscribe, so we can't. A group sues over, quote, illegally, unquote, refusing to release JFK assassination records. House of Filth, 300 rabbits, birds, animals rescued from self-help author's home. Good Lord. Can you imagine that self-help book? It's probably like 99.9% of them, frankly. Record measurement of universe suggests something's fishy. I don't know. I don't know how you calculate all that. I think it's all guesswork. Frankly, for the most part. Goodbye planes, trains, and automobiles. Hello, luxury bus. Let's have a look at this. It's EU guaranteed. John Rosenberg found a last-minute flight for $200 last month from Washington, D.C. to Nashville to see Pearl Jam. But flights were $600 and there was no easy way to take the train. Mr. Rosenberg started searching for buses online. He stumbled on Napaway, a company that promised premium overnight accommodations on an 18-passenger bus with seats that fold into a flat bed and come with a pillow and plush blanket. And then it just goes on, and he says he booked the flight. I don't know what this is all about. It's not showing how much it is. I don't know. I don't know what this is all about. Evidently, it's a great thing to take the bus. Okay. Now they got seats that fold down all the way. Okay. Well, that's fantastic. Looks like that's about it, folks. Wish I could have said it was something a little bit more exciting. Twasn't. See you later. I will be back with you, perhaps later, but for sure, we'll see you tomorrow. Okay? Take care. Bye-bye.